Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called Chaos Walking. This is a 2021 film. Um, it's in theaters, but I haven't made it to the theater for a while due to vacation, and I'm going to be starting a new job this week. So I decided to watch this through an app that I have on my phone. It is available in some other formats if you want to go looking for that. Um, this is rated PG-13. It runs an hour and 50 minutes. It stars Tom Holland, who we all know, Daisy Ridley, and Damian Bashir. The description: a dystopian world where there are no women and all living creatures can hear each other's thoughts in a stream of images, words, and sounds called noise. This has enough grades on imdb.com, 1,371. Uh, I think people will start watching this as it, is out more. I'm a little surprised that it doesn't have more views, but there were three new movies to come out this last week, so I'm not that surprised that this is kind of falling behind. It is called Chaos Walking, and I pretty much am spot on for the grade. So, thank you. Thank you for watching this review, everyone. Being a theater movie, I really wish I would have been able to see this in theater. It's a little bit different watching on your phone or on your TV at home, with less sound and less atmosphere, no popcorn, and maybe a drink, or something. But other than that, it's just not the same experience. So when I watched this yesterday, I was able to watch it here on my little phone that I shoot these videos with, and I don't think I got the full effect of the movie. So I think I will rewatch this someday. I like the idea of it. I like the kind of different idea about it. Um, it does remind me of some other movies. I've got to be honest. It felt so eerily familiar, and really the only genuine thing that they have is this whole, their thoughts are seen outside their head. And some of the imagery and things like that are great, but the feel of the movie, the storyline of the movie, the setting of the movie, not genuine at all. The first movie that this really reminds me of, if you've seen it, I've seen it a million times, is the Book of Eli. Chaos Walking, you know, something happened to that this is the people that are left surviving. Book of Eli, that's what happens. Chaos Walking, they're in a kind of a backward society after the thing happened, and that's really what surprised me with Chaos Walking is that apparently we find out that there have been at least one adventures to this planet, and that's why the people are here. And when this next ship is coming, that's when we find out that, oh, the people on the planet, they all came from somewhere else, So it kind of gets released later in the movie, but that's what I understand. And when I figured that out, I'm like, okay, then why are we like in some kind of really bad setting of a Western setting? Like why is society on this planet so backwards? Why are we all farming? And I mean, maybe you need one farmer, but just the society seems like it took such a step back. And so in that way it's familiar also, but it really doesn't make sense for the movie. Like why would you if we all got told that we have to leave Earth tomorrow or in a year or two and we're going to Mars, would do you think we'd all be, wearing some old 60s style clothing and stuff like that? I don't think so. I don't think that's what makes sense in my mind. So, anyways, this movie does have problems. This movie does feel like a little bit of a copy. The spaceship stuff isn't really impressive. The action isn't really all that great. The dialogue's fine. The characters are fine. But, I expected constant something, because we're able to see people's thoughts. We're able to see how they're handling this thing called the noise, and some people are a little different than others, and so there's not many lulls in the action, but there are some. I was really surprised that we had any, and so it doesn't make sense to have any lulls in the action, because we can constantly hear people's thoughts. They should constantly be going. We shouldn't have any silence or any stopping of the talking or action. And when we start to get that in good old Spider-Man, my least favorite Spider-Man person, it was nice to see him in this movie. I thought he did a pretty good job. But when him and this girl are like just sitting by a riverside or something and not really talking, and we can't hear his thoughts at that moment, I'm like, what are we doing? Like, this whole movie is played that we need constant stuff. So I think people are going to have other problems with this movie. I think a lot of it just doesn't make sense. It's not that entertaining, but it's entertaining enough. It's not, you know, that spacey, but it's in space, so it offers that element. A little bit of Cowboys versus Aliens, I guess. Where it's founded, but it's also has a space element. Yeah, I just think it's gonna be one of those movies that people watch and they're like, okay, I've seen it, good job. So I'm gonna give it a C. I think it's just a C. I don't know what else to do with this movie. You can poke it with a stick, but it's not gonna get up and do anything. So a C for Chaos Walking, sadly. Thanks, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and get some of them to watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. Enjoy movies. Thanks.